All right, greetings everybody. It is time for News Day. And guess what? It's kind of the first real update of February because, all the last news kind of comes outside at the end of January. So here we are. We're going to be having also an entire month of JP and global news on the same day, which is both a blessing and a curse for yours truly. Just because obviously, 2 videos makes a little more revenue than one, but you guys get twice the value this month. So congratulations. And maybe that'll free up some time for me to do some other stuff, which is, we'll see how that goes. So anyway, global news today. There really isn't too terribly much for me. Just taking a cursory look, seems to be that there's going to be a New Year PvP tournament starting 2023 and manual streaming this weekend, which is kind of interesting. We got some Thief, Dragoon, Arithmetician, Duelist, and Staff Mage upgrades, which, sure, why not? Seems pretty good. A Boss Raid Revival for Global, which is kind of funny because, well, you'll see in a second. We have a new guild raid, which hasn't came back for JP for quite a while now. So hopefully JP players will also see that showing up sometime in the future. Logins, and last but not least, a certain vision card. And I do believe I have this vision card somewhere about here in my collection. So yes, the Inherited Wills, which is honestly pretty cool artwork. Rarugia got left off of this, but I don't know, I guess the artists just don't like him. Nah, I'm kidding. All right, so for equipable with fists, maces, and swords. So all 3 types of characters that you actually see on the vision card, which I like. Excuse me. I breathed in just when I shouldn't have. This vision card, reaction block rate up, strike attack up, max HP up, as well as bestowed effects of attack up and area attack resistance up, with max HP for Lucio and Perrine only as a limited bestowed effect. I have to say, I really like this vision card. Even like JP didn't get the limited bestowed effect, and I think personally, if you're wondering why my vision card isn't maxed, lots of different priorities lately, and this is one of those really amazing strike vision cards for the future. I mean, it's not just a Perrine thing. I think it's actually really great, but I'm going to sing the praise of this vision card. It's a little bit higher in this one because, as it turns out, Lucio is a hell of a recommendation, especially for free-to-players. Like, talking about the reincarnation system or the dream enhancement ability, whatever it's being known on global, I really haven't, I've been fairly fair giving it a chance, and over the long period of time, it just kind of sucks. The UI sucks, the RNG sucks, lots of things suck about it. So I'm not going to pretend for any length of time that I actually really like it. But that being said, Lucio is probably great for people who hate the system because he is the most free of all of the characters. One of the things you're going to need is just job points, his orange orbs, which are farmable, and awakening resources. And if you have all of those things, this is a character that you can easily get to 140 and reincarnate many times without any of the extra additional cost that goes with a ton of other units. For some people on JP, I think they are sleeping on this guy. I think he is actually really good with the AP regeneration, the extra resistance. I think he is much stronger through all the updates that he's recently gotten, and just a great free-to-play character that even can stand up against some of the really tougher teams. But just the fact that you can reincarnate him so much cheaper than a lot of other characters is a strong recommendation I have towards this guy. But you can see mine, I've been working on a fair bit and hoping to get more done in the future. One of the biggest problems I've had is just not having remotely enough job points. But bringing this back around. I think this is actually a great character once he gets all of his 140 upgrades that he's gotten on JP, and a really good use of the vision card that is coming out on global this week. So I know it is a permanent addition to the pool and may not be people's highest one rush out to get, especially because, again, until really I think the FMA collaboration, Strike is good, but really requires a lot of other stuff, especially around with the FMA lab. So I would say that this is not the biggest rush of a vision card to get inherited wills, but I do think it is really, really good and should not be ignored. And again, that strike attack up will be invaluable in the future to making that strike team really, really good. All right, so that's enough of the global news for today. I'm sure that there might be a few other things. Hey, globalers, just to close out this segment, whatever happened with the Addison Rae collaboration? I mean, I know that there was supposed to be a character, right? Right? Because that's what everybody was talking about for months in my chats and whatnot. And I know there's the vision card, but is that it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually did a compulsory amount of research into like some of Addison Rae's social accounts, and just seeing that, oh yeah, she has like 2 tweets about War of the Visions, and they have a few likes with some stupid comments on them. Seems like that was a bang-up collaboration. I'm sure it wasn't just somebody on the or one of the executives wanting to be the, I don't know. All right, so JP is also getting its update this week on Wednesday. So both Global and JP are going to be on a similar time schedule this month. Starting off with, what did you know it? A raid revival. Weird that, huh? So yeah, JP is also going to be having a raid revival at the same time as Global. And yeah, not much else to say about there. Do it if you want. Returning this week for JP is the Porcelain Tower. Now, the Porcelain Tower is coming back in a little bit of a different way. First of all, regular Porcelain Tower will be back, and nothing here has changed. If you check just right here, you can see that basically floors 30 through 100, all the same stuff. If you've already done it, I mean, you could get guild medals if you want, and maybe some other few things on the way up for those guild medals, and that's kind of it. The real addition this time for longtime players is the Thunder King floors, which basically offers players a way to upgrade their Thunder Elemental Ring, which is going up to a +1. There's also a UR ticket to get a UR guaranteed pull off of a 10 ticket, which, you know, that's pretty good. This time around, there are only going to be 10 floors. There are not going to be 100. This is like separate. You cannot do it, I think, until you have beaten at least floor 70. If I remember reading it, like, you do need to have access to the Thunder Ring before you can do this. But I'm curious to see where the difficulty of this lies, whether it's just going to be like 10 of the most recent floors, or whether it will be something more difficult, and also what elements are really going to play strong here. One would assume that Thunder will be the best element, because it's supposed to be for Thunder characters and powering up a Thunder thing, but we'll see. So yeah, there isn't, the music changed on me. That was surprising. I thought that was a 10-hour version. Anyway, other than that, we do have this, which is a, holy cow, that music. We have the new titles, which are basically ranking rewards. So if you are one of those tryhards, well, you're going to be rewarded for getting a certain tryhard score. So manually may not be the way you want to do it this time if you are one of those people notch on your bedpost type people. Anyway, the last thing to talk about, which apparently that just crashed, let's reload, is the new vision card for JP this week, which is the Master Coral under Esper vision card. So all of that is included on this brand new vision card. The vision card itself, its granted or bestowed effects will be attack up as well as attack up and agility up, I believe. I don't have it right in front of me, obviously, because thing crashed. Here we go. Try not to crash again, please, or have issues. Yes, so attack and agility up, which is quite good for any Thunder unit, or basically any unit in the entire game. No conditions for that one. However, for the party ability this time, we are looking at main job for axes, ninja swords, and staves, both Black Mage group as well as the Guru group. Okay, interesting. The party ability will include reaction blocking rate up, magic attack resistance up, and single attack resistance up once it is fully completed. A incredibly strong vision card that synergizes, unsurprisingly, very well with Vega. Vega is going to absolutely love this, and more than likely love the Esper too. If I'm to guess, I'm assuming it will just probably be a generally good Thunder Esper, but it will probably physical Thunder Esper. But I think it will also be a, just another slash Esper, since it's very much leaning into Vega's release week. Other than that, I mean, reaction block rate vision cards are definitely becoming dime a dozen, although with certain job types. The magic attack resistance is also really, really good here, and the single target resistance is kind of curious because it might be just really good. I mean, like overall here, you look at this with Charlotte, and it's kind of nice for that tank. I'm really leaning into this vision card. Might be just a really good get early on because of the Esper and because of the effects. If you're a Thunder Elemental person, this looks pretty damn good to me. But even just talking about like what we could be looking at for a team here, because this overall, like the Thunder element, I can see like the axe being like one person in specific. There really aren't that many axes in the entire game. Like you think Moraga, Yerma, and Vega are the three ones that come to mind. And I'm just gonna double check really quick about something. I'm actually very curious where. So thinking about the Thunder element, this vision card seems pretty good. I mean, you can effectively throw it on just Vega, and I think that's even just enough there if you were wanting to mix and match certain others. It's a little disappointing that the vision card doesn't really work with like the Void character package, because that would be kind of fun and thematically cool. I mean, there is probably enough for it to just work with the Thunder party. Funnily enough, though, it does work really well with an Earth Elemental party, because you could do the Moraga Ketone. And, well, staves, well, I'll just leave that up to other people to, piece that last little bit. But yeah, I think that multiple different elements should be able to use this. I can't tell if I'm really that interested, because the axe thing is only for very specific elements, like that third one. The ninja sword thing, yeah, you can do that with some of the ninja sword characters that are out there in different elements. And staves, I mean, usually there's at least a few staves between different. So there's enough here that I think the vision card is good for multiple elements, or potentially even maybe some mixing and matching. But I don't really know what that would look like, because the axe group feels very much unsupported at this point. So yeah, that's basically everything to with the JP side. Looking forward to kind of seeing the numbers and the finer details on the Esper, because of course 70 tier Espers, 70 cost vision cards, celebrate them when they show up, because it feels like an exception, not the regular. Anyway, we'll be doing some Thunder Porcelain Tower coverage once it's out. See what that is like. So thank you so much for watching. Take care and see you later.